Warrior Ritual G5 lineup. I've been an admirer of Warrior. I've used the G4s for over a year and a half now. I love the G4s. There's a lot of really positive things I have to say about the Warrior Ritual G4 line. The G5 line, and I have the customizer, not because I was sent it by Warrior. There's a couple of ambassador program representees were nice enough to send me the link. Now, I want to show the customizer off to show off the graphics with the Warrior Ritual G5 Pro and the G5 Pro Classic. I think the graphics are really improved from last year, although a slight tweak. And after that, I'm going to FaceTime Kirk Allen. He is the face of Warrior Goalie Online. He's going to talk about the Warrior G5 line, and he's going to answer your questions that you asked about the G5 line. I'm very excited. Let's get into the customizer because I want to talk about the customizer and the graphics. Let's do that. Right off the bat, the customizer is going to look very similar to what it did any other year, whether you're getting the RGT, RGT2, the G4. The one thing that Warrior I've found has been very good at in the past is having a lot of color zones that individually they may not look the greatest. You can really have some flavor and some pizzazz in regards to what you really want to do with the graphic. In a bunch of different ways. If you want to color the top of the pad, the bottom, the boot, the shin, whatever you're into, I found Warrior's been really good at allowing you to do that. The Pro model, which is the one I'm customizing right here, is a lot more limited than maybe say the Classic model, which I'll show you right now. They've added the line going up the outside roll. I asked for that because it's in the RGT2 line, and they've added it for this year. They've added some almost the knee slots, like the Vaughn style of knee slots, or knee flaps I should say, on the knee rolls. Now keep in mind, this is a flat-faced G5 pad, so there is no knee rolls, there is no knee flaps, but I like the fact that you can individually color the knee rolls this time as opposed to last go around with the G4s. You couldn't do that. I like the fact they put the G5 Pro logo on the knee roll, on the outside. I think it looks really sharp. I think this is probably the best retro-looking pad Warrior's ever come out with. I'm going to be about a 36.05. I'm a 36.1 in my current G4s. I want to cut off a little bit of size. Now, so Warrior has a new thigh core option. Medium stiff is going to be what the G4s were, and the extra stiff is going to be an extra added option. It was one thing that I really complained about in my 12-month, 1-year G4 review. It's nice that they're going to have a little bit more stiffness to make it more like a true butterfly pad as opposed to that softer hybrid pad. Now, outer brakes, the G4 only came with no outer brakes. There's no exceptions around that. Now it's nice that they're coming, I believe, stock with one external brake, but you can have the no brakes. Now, I'll probably go with the single brake, simply because I think that with that single brake on the knee, it'll help to kind of curl in my 5-hole. At this point in time, the glove has not been tampered with very much from the G4. I thought the glove, the Warrior G4 glove, was the best piece of equipment I'd ever owned in my life. No questions, hands down, the best. So I'm very happy that they have the removable palm still. It's still 75-degree brake stock, which is what I got. I would have liked to have seen a skate lace pocket added stock, but I'm going to be complaining about that to the end of the time because I don't think anybody's going to accompany that, but that's just my 2 cents. Although I did say the G4 blocker was horrible. It was very bulky. It wasn't the greatest thing ever. I got used to it over time, so my opinions on it now, maybe I don't hate it as much as what I used to. Now, as you see, I'm done now, so this is my PDF. This will show me exactly what I'm ordering, and this would be my final order. So that is, in a nutshell, the Warrior G5 customizer. There's going to be a link in the description if you want to access it. Now, this video is going up slightly early because the customizer launches on the 17th of March, I believe at midnight. This video is going up a couple hours before, so if you want early access to it, click the link in the description and you can check out that customizer, which I highly recommend you do. I'm going to FaceTime Kirk right away. We're going to talk about the G5s, and then we're going to do this Q&A. This is going to be really good Q&A.
Hey guys, it's Kirk from Warrior Goalie. I'm the product manager, and I'm going to be talking about some of the new G5 gear. So I've got a G5 Pro leg pad here. This is our classic leg pad graphic. So you can see some looks there. A couple of new things on the pad, the outer roll height and the raised face on the pad. A lot of goalies will think about their coverage in the net from a physical standpoint, like their depth. The old school way was get out of the blue paint, challenge the shooter. A lot of times goalies just think with tape measures, and they don't think of their equipment the same way they do as their positioning. So what we tried to do is put a new focus on how the gear can improve your coverage. We brought the outer roll back out so that it's going to cut more pucks off that are just going to maybe skim the edge of your pad. And in doing so as well, the rebounds come off a lot faster off this new face too. So on the back of the pad, the most notable change would be with the leg channel. So we have a dual fit option. So for a goalie who wants to wear their G5s like a current G4 or GT2, they can. But we also have an opening in the leg channel now that you can bring this strap through, and you can get a tighter fit. Bring it a little closer.
Yeah, it looks good.
So this is for a goalie who wants a tighter fit, or for a goalie who likes to say, like, I want the pad to sit up high in my skate. I want it to prop up on my foot a little bit. The post wedge is gone. It's not on the outer gusset anymore, so that's something goalies have been talking about for quite some time. We still kept sort of the shape and the piece of the profile lock because it does serve that purpose of protecting the buckle. The other thing, the main thing, would be the air slide. So this is a version 2.0 of air slide. We put harder foams inside here, so you're going to slide faster and have quicker slides there. And then we also took the binding off, so it's going to be a more durable version of air slide compared to the first generation. So the profile lock's gone on the Pro model, but we'll still have it on the Senior and the Intermediate. We do have two options now in the customizer. It's called a medium stiff and then an extra stiff. Medium is stock, and then extra stiff is an even stiffer option. It's an option that we've had for a number of years that we offer to our European pros, the goalies who are playing 5-6 times a week, high level hockey, and not getting multiple sets a year. So we've had that. We're now bringing it to retail. So if somebody wants a little bit stiffer just up in the top section or more longevity out of the stiffness, they can go with the extra stiff compared to stock, which we call medium. G5 Trapper. Give you a little closure real quick. The new thing with this trapper, as well as with the blocker, is the Coverage Plus side of things. So I'll let you kind of see inside here. With the gloves, it's primarily achieved through the palms. So this palm now, you can see it sort of angles up towards where your thumb would be. So when you have your hand in the glove and you have your hand in a natural position, it's going to have it, sorry, it's hard with the camera, it's going to have it tilted a little bit more forward. So that same idea of projecting your hand to a puck, you're going to have your glove in an automatic setting where it's leaned forward and you'll get a piece of it. Whereas if I have my glove in a perpendicular way to the ice, that same puck would pass over the glove. Now, I know that I've seen some comments already where goalies are, well, I just bend my hand. Sure, you can totally do that. A lot of goalies currently do that. But having the Coverage Plus aspect is only going to further advance that to cut off the aerial angle of the puck and the trajectory that it's on from the puck perspective to the net. Didn't rock the boat too much. I know you love the G4, so we added Coverage Plus, made the pocket bigger, still super lightweight, very easy to close. All the Pro gear, the leg pads have hypercomp in the thigh rise, but the glove has hypercomp in the finger area, the thumb, and in the cuff box too. You can see obviously the flatter board, and then it's also a thicker board, so you're going to have better rebound speed coming off the blocker. The thicker board is part of the Coverage Plus story where you're going to be able to present a further out face to the puck to maximize coverage, and also with the thicker board there on the sidewall. It also gives you more coverage. I got a GT1 here, but and I know it's not the most scientific way of measuring, but you can see how much higher up the G5 comes just from flattening it out a little bit. You get more coverage and more blocking space that way from not having a high arch. You're going to stop more pucks, though, with having a flatter and thicker board because you're going to cover more net. So
I don't care how it looks. I need all the help I can get. One question I always had was, why don't companies make a skate lace pocket stock? I feel like that's the way to go, at least in my 2 cents.
It's not for everybody. So we find that more goalies are used to this and like this. So you get more visibility into the pocket than you do with a skate lace pocket. We offer the double T as a stock option on the GT2, but typically on G5 or G4, we always do single T.
Hold the phone.
Questions. Are you ready?
Yep.
Can I get a pair?
Go visit your nearest Warrior goalie retailer. If I had $1 for every time Trav asked me that question, I could buy you a set. But
I might be half stupid, but when can I buy a pair?
you're not half stupid. The customizer is going to go up on March 17th, and then the pads and gloves will all be available online for purchase on April 17th.
Which, if you're watching this video, you can use the customizer because today is March 17th.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way.
In your opinion, what is keeping Trav wearing Warrior?
I think it's the gear. I think that's pretty obvious because, as Trav would tell you too, and he tells you in the videos, he buys the gear. He doesn't get it for free.
I've tried.
I like that.
Believe me.
He's tried. I like that because if I give him free gear, then he's going to feel obligated to give it a thumbs up rating. You know, when you see Trav talk about it, he doesn't always talk favorably, which is fine with me. Anytime he has an issue with the gear, he's treated like an everyday customer, just like everybody else who watches a video. So Trav gets the 6-month warranty with all the pads and gloves. So if anything happens, manufacturing defect, we take a look at it. I think you had a blocker palm that blew out in your first 6 months. You know, you are a paying customer, so you get treated like one. And I think that you appreciate that. I think your viewers appreciate that too, because they actually get to see what they would get, if, you know, from the Warrior customer experience too. So,
why did you bring the knee brake back on the G5, the outer roll brake?
if you don't have it, then you're going to have more pucks skipping past your pad. If you don't believe it, next time you go and you play in a game and a puck just misses your pad, you have to ask yourself now, after I've explained this, would an outer roll have stopped that? Maybe you think no, maybe you think yes, but now it's here on the G5, and every time you get a puck mark there, you can thank Coverage Plus.
What technology does the G5 pad have that eFlex, 2S Pro, etc. can't touch?
I don't like to talk bad about other brands.
They don't got Pete Smith working in the back?
No, that's true. I think the obvious one is AirSlide. Competitors are talking about materials here. Because of that, we're not just going to come out with a material and say that it is faster and try to kind of put some smoke and mirrors out there. So we don't do that. We do offer weave, you know, as a sliding surface option, or really you can get weave anywhere on the pads. So if you do believe that the weave material, for example, slides better, you can get it on your custom pad and put it there. But because we don't have the facts that it does slide faster, we're not going to force it on everybody and then tell everybody it does. So the AirSlide is our approach to having a better sliding pad, but our approach was not to have the best sliding pad in warm-ups, it's to have the best sliding pad in the final minute when it's a 2-1 lead and, you know, the other team's pulled their goalie and the pressure's on you to make the money. So
Are you ever going to do custom graphics like Bauer or Bryans? And if not, or if so, when?
I would never say never, but it's not in our plans to do it for G5 or in the near future.
I'll keep my opinions to myself on the graphic.
All right, no worries.
If I want a G1 mask, can my broke ass get a discount?
A G1 mask doesn't exist, so no. We have a new goalie mask coming out, the RF1. Super excited for that. That is a long time coming. We've been working on that thing for just about 3 years now, so it's super exciting.
Is Trav getting a pair?
To be determined. I think he's going to, though. I think he's going to go to the store and get some.
I got a smoking deal lined up. That's all I'm going to say. Smoking deal. Smallest custom pad you can make.
Intermediate 30-inch +1.
Will Warrior ever make some decent graphics in their pads? I think, like, will you change them up? Because they're the same thing every year, basically, with like a tweak or two here and there.
Our philosophy with graphics is to be sleek, simple, and team-orientated. So we don't feel that having, you know, triangles and shapes and swoops and slashes is timeless. And that's why we make our graphics timeless and easy to line up. You know, if you want to make it line up more with the team sock, you can. If you want to make it line up more with the team jersey striping, you can. You know, if I want to get a GT2 blocker with a G5 trapper, even with our stock graphic, you can go with a stock G4 or G5 glove with a GT2 blocker, and they're almost going to look like they're matching.
Does the glove make puck handling any easier?
I would say absolutely super easy to shoot the puck with.
Maybe that's why I break so many sticks.
I think it has to do with hitting them over posts, personally, but...
Final question of the day. Can you do a G5 giveaway, please? I think we should do a giveaway.
We'll see. We've done contests before, so maybe.
I'm going to have to grease a couple squeaky wheels between now and when my set comes in. This will include the Q&A. We'd like to remind you to go to SidelineSwap.com. Unlike winter, it's never freezing at Sideline Swap. You don't have to bitch and complain about the cold. Just great deals. Go to the website, Pro Return New Use Sport Equipment. See you in the next video.